The house sat at the edge of a crumbling cornfield, its windows boarded and paint peeling like skin. A handwritten sign read, "Enter if you dare. First 100 visitors, enter free." That was all the invitation they needed. Inside, the atmosphere was pitch perfect. Fog machines hissed, floorboards creaked, and the air smelled like mildew and rusted metal. They passed groups of giggling strangers. Some screamed, others laughed. It felt like every haunted house they'd ever been to. Until they reached the butcher's kitchen. Pig parts were nailed to the walls. Chunks of meat swung from hooks overhead. Blood was smeared across the floor and splashed across every surface like a war zone. But the centerpiece was a woman, still alive, screaming. Her body thrashed weakly on the butcher block table where a pig should have been. Limbs hacked off at the joints, a Glasgow grin carved across her face so deep you could see her gums through the blood. Her matted hair stuck to torn flesh. She looked almost too real. Chrissy clutched Toby's arm, trembling. "Is this part of the show?" she whispered. But the woman's eyes found hers, and they were pleading. As they moved deeper into the house, the air shifted. The stench of rotting flesh became overpowering. At first, they chalked it up to the dead animal props, but soon something else felt off. They realized they hadn't seen another person in over 10 minutes. The group behind them was gone. The laughter ahead, silent. They were alone, or at least it felt that way. The next room was filled wall to wall with dolls, hundreds of them, bloodied, stitched together like Frankenstein corpses. Arms where legs should be, heads sewn onto torsos backwards. Their glass eyes followed you as you moved. And worse, they whimpered. Silently, but their mouths trembled. Tears rolled down their plastic faces. That's when Jeremy said it out loud. "We need to get the hell out of here." They turned to leave, but the door behind them was gone, replaced by another wall of dolls. They pushed forward, hearts racing. The hallway grew darker, narrower. Chrissy tripped over something, a body. She screamed as Jeremy bent down to flip it over. A woman, jaw nearly severed, held on by a strip of gummy flesh. Her scalp had been torn off, her skull pulsed, raw and bleeding. Toby found her phone in her pocket. The last unsent message on the screen read, "Babe, this haunted house is too realistic. I'm so scared. I wish you came. I lost Mel and now I'm trying to find a way out, LOL. Hope work's going okay." They all stared at the screen. It wasn't a prop. None of this was a show. They ran. Doors slammed shut behind them. No way out. Their only option? A narrow stairwell leading down into the basement. The smell hit them first. Thick, hot, rotting. At the bottom, they found a mound of bloody clothing. 2 feet tall, 5 feet wide. Suddenly, the light flickered on. A single bulb swinging from the ceiling. From the shadows stepped a tall, thin figure. A man, his face hidden beneath a mask of melted flesh. His shirt soaked in blood. He smiled. "I hope you like my haunted house," he whispered. "My name is Chris. I've got one last haunt for you." He stepped closer, pulling something from his pocket. "It's a game. Do you like games?" he asked. Jeremy couldn't speak. Chrissy sobbed. Toby's fists clenched. Chris chuckled. "The game is rock, paper, scissors. Whoever gets paper wins a ticket out of here. The other two? Well, brick to death or cut to pieces. Your choice." He raised his hand. "Rock, paper, scissors, shoot." The light went out. The screams started again. But this time, they weren't part of the show.